We're going over the bridge into Daytona Beach shores. Going over the bridge over the Halifax to Atlantic Ocean dead ahead. Folks, we're now going out the area called Points Inlet, where they used to race the race cars down the beach before they ever built the racetrack. And there's a restaurant there called the First Turn, and the reason it's called the First Turn, when the cars would be racing down the sand on the beach, they would make their north turn there. It was called the North Turn. And there's a restaurant there now called the North Turn. And it has a duplicate Legends car. That's what the first races were. Legend cars. And they have a replica of one. I'll be showing you here directly when we get out into the area. A lot of people come to Daytona and don't even know anything about Points Inlet. Points Inlet is where the oldest lighthouse or highest lighthouse in Florida is. Built in 1888. Open to the public. You pay, of course. They've got the groundskeeper's house is still there. They've got a museum. You can go up into the lighthouse. They've got a lookout up on top where you can walk completely around it if you're not afraid of heights. Very historic. In the lobby of the First Turn restaurant, North Turn restaurant, there's all kinds of racing memorabilia. Things from the golden era of racing pre-NASCAR. The North Turn restaurant has become very popular to locals and tourists alike. They have delicious food, happy hour, they have live music occasionally. They've got a huge deck right on the Atlantic Ocean. Got a souvenir shop. Got parking across the street from the restaurant because it's gotten so popular. They had no choice because their little parking lot in front of the restaurant can't get 6 cars in it safely. Then you've got to back out onto A1A if you leave there. So it's much safer and easier to park across the street in the huge new parking lot, which you'll be seeing in just a moment. We're still going south on A1A in Points Inlet. This is the same A1A. It goes right through Daytona Beach, Ormond Beach. So you can just keep going south out of Daytona and you'll come into Points Inlet, and it dead ends out by the lighthouse. And they have a marine rehab hospital out here for, say, a turtle has a leg broke or fin knocked off or whatever. I guess they gorilla glue it back on and it rehabs out here. They also have all kinds of other wildlife in rehab. And unlike Amy Winehouse, you know, she didn't want to go to rehab. No. These fish, they love it here because they know they'll be soon on their way back to swimming in the ocean, healthy and feeling great. Yuckity. A lot of beautiful homes, condo buildings out here. This day used to be a sand road with none of this built out here. You drive out to the lighthouse, it wasn't even open. You could just drive to the lighthouse and gaze up at it, whereas now you can go right up in it. Okay, folks, we're at the North Turn restaurant. I'm going to pull over here in the parking lot. You can see it here. As you can see by the parking lot, it's a very popular place. Sounds like they have a live band playing tonight, to be honest with you. The North Turn Restaurant, 4511 A1A. As you can see, the first turn, the north turn, I keep calling it the north turn, Restaurant Museum. Look at this. Well, we just walked out of the north turn. I didn't go into the restaurant part. All those photos, those cars, it's all in the lobby. It's like a museum. But this was where, as you could, I hope you could make those photos out on the wall, where when they would race northbound on the beach, they would turn right here and go back up this. Out here, this was just a sand road racetrack. Anyway, this was the north turn restaurant. Now, if I can make it back across the street without getting knocked over or squashed like a turtle, we'll get out of here. The front is deceiving. It runs way back there. They have a band playing tonight, but we, like I say, we didn't go in there, mainly because people get nervous if you walk around with a camera. They could be a wanted felon or hiding from their loved ones, who knows. So it's best not to film people if you can help it. Yuckity. Okay, folks, this is my little hideaway, my room. As you can see, there's the Atlantic Ocean right out my window. It's all the room I need. It's, you know, a sleep bag. Got a nice TV. I can walk right out here. There's the pool. Ocean. My little patio. This window's so tinted, the drapes are open and you still can't see in the room. I like that. And, anyway, here's a Fart-Sackula that I sleep on my trips. I always have my own sleeping bag, that way I don't have to fight off a bunch of bed bugs and all that kind of stuff. And I know who slept in his sleeping bag last night. Me. It's nice. Have a nice comfortable chair. My shoes. It's a TV. Here's the office. Here it is. I had a friend, Frankfort, Kentucky, named Sprague. When he was younger and what have you, him and his family would come down here and they'd stay with these friends at a place called Casa del Mar, or however you say it. I used to just call it Casa del Mar, but I'll show you. Here's the sign. But anyway, it's being rehabbed, but they're painting it or something, and I told him I'd put a little bit on his video about it. Oh, for God's sakes, it's turned into a timeshare. It looks like blue-green vacations. Hoop-dee-doo. Don't never get hung up in that, folks. Pay your hotel room and leave without any obligations. As you can see here at the Casa del Mar, they're doing a lot of work. They're changing it evidently into a timeshare building. Here's the original old Casa del Mar on the roof here. It's a big old ship. There's a lobby. I don't think it's open because there will, well, I don't know. It's got music playing. I thought the place was closed.
Oh, right here.
Is this a timeshare now?
We're a condo, yeah.
Well, I was talking to the clerk here at the Casa del Mar. I thought it was closed for remodeling. They're putting a new roof on it. He said they have an underground parking garage here, and he said it's full. But it is timeshare now, blue-green timeshare. It looks to me like a lot of these rooms on the front street side are empty, but they're actually little condos now. I guess what they've done is taken two of the rooms and put them together. But this is Casa del Mar. Nothing stays the same. Like the gentleman was saying, it's ridiculous what people pay for a little miniature suite here. Here's the parking garage, I think. Yeah, it's underground, so your car at least is out of the sunlight and what have you. You can see this part of it. But it's timeshare now. But I hate it that it's a timeshare. You know, I don't know if you've ever heard of anybody hung up in one of them nets. It's like a fish. You're trying to get out of a fisherman's net, you can't hardly do it. Here I am right next door. I just pack my grip and leave, no strings attached. Well, there's a future fatal that just went by us, a double F, if you will, driving about 70 in a 35 zone. When Granny pulls her old Buick out in front of him, and he wished he'd have been driving safely. It's a helmet ain't gonna do you no good, dog, at that speed. Into the side of a big old heavy 85 Buick. Hell no. Hoop-dee-doo.